What if you could go on vacation somewhere and get away with anything that you wanted without repercussions? Welcome to the never-ending Infinity Pool by Brandon Cronenberg. While staying at an isolated island resort, James, played by Alexander Skarsgård, and M, Cleopatra Coleman, are enjoying a perfect vacation of pristine beaches, exceptional staff, and soaking up the sun. But guided by the seductive, mysterious Gabby, played by Mia Goth, they venture outside the resort grounds and find themselves in a culture filled with violence and untold horror. James is a struggling artist, and he decides to go on an adventure to a resort with his girlfriend and wife, where they meet up with the seductive Mia Goth, who plays Gabby, and Gabby is a big fan of James's work. So much so, she invites James and M to dinner. One thing leads to another, they bond. James is a klutz, to say the least, continues to make bad decisions, the first bad decision being even encountering Gabby. But Gabby is so seductive in his mind. Hey, I have a fan. And intoxicated James makes these horrible decisions while they're out. And Gabby takes advantage of these poor decisions. On the way back to the resort, James is driving while everybody else in the car is asleep. He ends up hitting a local. He's advised by Gabby not to call the police. The next morning, authorities show up at his hotel room, taking James and M to a facility. I thought it was fantastic throughout the film, particularly the facility where Cronenberg throws visuals at us, not giving us much context, and we're not sure what to expect. Then it's laid out that the state law requires James to make a choice. Either he can be executed straight up for his crime, or he can choose to be doubled. Now, doubled essentially being cloned, and having the clone take the place of him on the execution line, but James is forced to watch. So James pays an extremely rich amount of money to have this done. This leads James down a dark, greedful, lust-filled, psychedelic ride, and we're there for it. Infinity Pool blurs the line between fantasy and reality. At one point, you're not sure if this is the clone living out his dream or if it's really James. Because, let's be honest, James has completely changed as a person. I really enjoyed the cinematography and the musical score. It's wonderful to look at, visual spectacle, and Cronenberg shows some directing chops. Now, Skarsgård plays James as a bumbling idiot who's sort of in over his head at times and continues to make bad decision after bad decision. Mia Goth, on the other hand, dominates every scene that she's in and completely changes James's life. I'd recommend Infinity Pool for people that are into body horror and sin. Highly recommend for those sort of fans that are in the horror niche. If you're not into dark tales and psychedelic trips, then I will not recommend Infinity Pool for you. Now, this new Blu-ray comes to us from Decal, and unfortunately, there's no special features. Transfer looks okay. I would say it's middle of the road. A nice B rating is what I would give it, the picture quality. Have you seen Infinity Pool? What did you think? Let me know in the comment section below this video. And as always, this has been Return of the Disc. I'm Dan. For more Return of the Disc, visit returnofthedisc.com. Check out the audio version of today's show, available on all major podcast platforms. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel.